Hi, my name is Ashutosh Kapoor, and this is episode 2 of what we had talked yesterday. Thank you so much if you have watched my first video. This is the second video, and as I mentioned in the previous episode, that we are going to talk about two important things in life: information, communication. And before we do that, I thought I should let people know that why you should listen to me. Because in the previous episode, you saw there are so many different things that we need to talk about. There are so many different topics or conversations that I touched. But what exactly is there in these videos which will benefit you? So it has to be very clear that who wants to watch this video, who should watch this video, and what somebody is going to get. What am I offering through these videos? For example, mostly say या भुवन भांग जब वो YouTube पे videos बनाते हैं, so they offer content, they offer comedy, they offer stories of life, and they offer middle class anecdotes and comedy which we find in everyday life. But yeah, I can't create any sort of film, any sort of short videos on comedy right now, but I share things with you, right? And as I said in the previous video, my motive is that all of us together, the youngsters between 14 to 30, it's very clear. So between 14 to 30, whoever is a youngster and uses internet and watches these videos, we want to make a network. A network of what? A network of Indian youth. A network of Indian youth. कौन से Indian youth? So a network of Indian youth with a global consciousness. So in later videos, I will also explain you what is global consciousness, what exactly is the mind frame or the mindset of a globally conscious person. But before that, as I said, that there are three important things: information, communication, and meditation. If these three things are present in anybody's life, he can be a global leader, he can be a global entrepreneur, he can remove all sorrows. So if you have a problem in your personal life, if you have a problem in your professional life, if you want to know more about the world, if you're confused, if you are sad, everything comes under these three things. So information, communication to begin with. Meditation is a later stage which we'll talk when once we are connected and more known to each other. And to begin with information and communication, this is a very simple fact, my dear friends. Let's begin with the simple fundamental things present in life. Let's begin with one thing: any possibility of knowing something. As humans, we know that this is called a toothpaste, this is called a beard, this is called a watch, this is a kurta, this color is black. So our memory intakes data about things. Our memory intakes data about all the things. Some people can intake a lot of data, so when they give exam, they will write. Some people take important data and they mix it with their own imagination and write. Some people cannot hold or retain memory, so they are called you're a weak student, you can't remember something, or you I'm so forgetful, I'm weak at roads and things like that. So my name is Ashutosh Kapoor, and I told you in the previous video that I have done this, I've done that, and I want to do this and I want to do that. What was that? That was my introduction. That was my existence coming through these videos to you. Now, the whole video is a set of information, and details about myself and about my mind and about the world that I want to change. Now, similarly, if I want to say these things, like the previous video, I had to speak. I had to make this video. So that is communication. So I'll show you. There's a tube light. Now this piece of thing is called a tube light because I have the data to call it tube light. So that's information. Now let's assume that this tube light is communicating with me. How is this tube light communicating with me? By radiating light, by radiating photons. It reflects, and hence you can see this video. I can see myself. I can see this phone in which I am recording. Ultimately, all matter present here in this world, all the people want to communicate something. The biggest gift that we have got is communication. Do you think a dog can talk to a human by speaking, not by feelings, like by speaking? Do you think a cat can actually talk with a dog by speaking? The biggest benefit of human life is language. And the biggest benefit of human life is to understand the communication of other things, of cats, of dogs. So we tell them this is a Alsatian, this is a German Shepherd, this is a Golden Retriever. So we name them with certain informations. These are the details of any information. When you have the details of any information, then you communicate the details. The information like A, B, C, D. A for apple. When I say apple, your brain, in the back of your brain, there's some red apple coming up. Apple, 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 apple. Did your brain do that? Red thing? That's information. Our brain perceives all information. So much that sometimes we are conscious and we learn things. We write down things. That's the conscious brain. Then there is subconscious brain. That whatever is happening, whichever sound, whichever smell, whichever air, whichever temperature, it automatically knows everything and absorbs. So many of the things in the body we don't even do. We don't even try to tell, okay, get me sweat. Okay, now I need some heat. Get me some shivering. Let me have some heat. It's an auto thing happening based on the nervous system and all biology and science behind these things. Similarly, let's say you're drinking a tea, chai. So by the way, chai is my favorite. Let's say you're drinking tea. Now when you drink a tea at a good place, you check a certain things about the ingredients. Milk, water, sugar. When you taste it, what happens? The liquid, the tea, tries to communicate with your tongue. And when it communicates with your tongue, the taste buds sends another communication to your brain that this tea is good. No, this tea has a lot of sugar. This tea doesn't even have milk. So these type of communication happens. And how the communication happens? Through mediums. Like I explained yesterday, media. Anything that transports information from point A to point B. Anything that transports information from point A to point B is called media. If I'm talking to you right now, the phone, the video is reaching you, but the air molecules present right now here in the air helps my sound vibration, sound waves reach the microphone of my phone. So even this is a media. The point A, point B, and the middle of it, the carriers of this information is media. This is a very fundamental and a beautiful part of the universe. We don't really see communication this way. We always say, oh, public speaking, personality development, spoken English. If you understand the feelings, if you understand the physics of life, if you understand the basic moments of life, you will understand everything about the world. The world and the earth is one ball. English is one language. There is Chinese, there is Hindi, there is Spanish. So everything comes down to fundamental natural things. So this is communication, and point A to point B, whenever any detail, any information is propagated, the process is called communication and the carrier is called media. One is a messenger, the other is a receiver. These are basic communication theories. Anything that happens in the world is transaction, right? So oxygen taking from plant and CO2, carbon dioxide giving to plant. This is a transaction. The communication happens through oxygen molecules. Similarly, there are cities, there are families. So I have a brother, I have a sister, I have a mother, and I communicate with them. I have developed a bond with them. They have given me certain information. The very name Ashutosh Kapoor has been given by somebody. These details have developed into trust. Now my family has relatives because they fall in same caste or same religion or same locality or some time in life they were together. All these details build a community, and people are given a set of ideology and nations are formed. Now nation is point A is India, point B is America. Let's assume. So nation 1, nation 2, India, America. Point A, point B. All the transactions of information, services, software engineer vejo, send people to study in Stanford, send money to India to invest in market. All the transactions happen and trust builds. But when a student from India travels to America, and when American companies come to India to invest, they transport themselves, they transport their information, their services, and all the talk in the world, all the Arnab Goswami and Bhuvan Bham and mostly Sen, everybody including me and you understand things through speaking a language, communicating your service, and this is communication. The most crucial thing in the world, people, the most crucial thing, whether you're a doctor, whether you're an engineer, whether you're a scientist, whether you're a famous superstar, whether you're anybody, just let them know that the most important thing is not those people, is the communication in which they communicate about themselves, their services, their art, or anything. So hence, communication is important for the world, for the society. But information is important for the individual, because the better I have the information, the better I sound in my communication. Communication is a social network, social pattern which we need to understand, but information is individual. So information, what type of information I'm taking? Am I watching porn? Am I watching hate speeches? Am I watching cranky news channels? Or am I watching a calm, peaceful and mature motivational video? Or I'm watching a good movie that makes me grow? These are the information you're taking, and this is what you will reflect back to the world through communication. So these two are the most important thing. For example, what is Gita, Bhagavad Gita? What is Quran? What is Bible? A set of information written in the book in order to communicate with the people maximum happiness, maximum peace, maximum discipline through their own terms and conditions, and specifically. So these things become very important to people in life. Now, one more thing you must understand, that information is very external. Everything is external. You know nothing in this world which has come to you internally, apart from that you feel sad or you feel happy and you cry and you love yourself. Young boys and girls, please understand, all the English, all the language, all the Facebook, all the hashtag, every single word, every single Snapchat filter that makes you feel important is made by somebody else and sold to you. It's external. How is it sold? The relative pattern, this is external. The relative pattern is communication, and it reaches inside your brain, that becomes internal. So when a messenger sends something, he sends it externally, and when a receiver receives something, he receives it towards internal things. Now there becomes a conflict. What they are sending and what you are taking, are those in sync? These things we have to understand. So coming back to the point, my dear boys and girls, whoever is watching till here, thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. It means a lot that you're hearing these things. And now I'm going to put out who should watch these videos and what they will get out of this. All the boys and girls who are young, who see other social media influencers, who follow big social media influencers, want to become like them, who want to become entrepreneurs, who want to do something on their own, who want to change something in their city, in their family, in their parents' mindset, but are confused. They fight, they revolt, they cry, they are agitated. Now let's calm down and have a strategy built together to change things in the world. Those type of people who are not smart, who are not fit, who don't have abs, who don't look good, but deep down they are true and emotional people who will keep quiet, who will see all these smart, cool dudes and girls and trying to make themselves very prominent and making themselves very, very, I am the best and I am the coolest. And they will sit back and they will notice everything, but they understand that this is not it. People will call them introvert. People will call them shy. But they know that what things are important and what things are useless to impress people. Stop those people who don't please other people. All those young boys and girls who don't try to please the world with I'm this and I'm that. Who want to study, who want to do their duty, who love their parents. Deep down, they know that somebody overall, like a god or some, Hanumanji for me, somebody takes care of you. Your parents have given you so much. Though I also shout in front of my mom, I also express anger and she also shouts at me, but it's love. Ultimately, we don't try to be dishonest with them. All these people who don't party, all these people who go for partying, but deep down they know that I was like that. Deep down they know that no, this is not it. This is not the final place to act cool. Now, all such people who have a lot of emotions, who feel a lot, who are very sensitive, who want to help people, but they themselves are being pressed down by other people. So those people are my friends because I can relate with them. I stand for the people who are knowledgeable, who have wisdom, who want to change life, who want to live happily, but not by show off, not by, this, that, and cool things. Attaining a few things from the lifestyle and, trending things, but deep down, they have their own knowledge, their own understanding and wisdom. All these beautiful young boys and girls, don't be disheartened if anybody else on social media is just posting some pictures and trying to act cool. All the boys and girls who feel themselves, who are confused, who cry a lot, please, this is the most beautiful thing a human can have. Emotion, sensitivity towards life. We have to be strong. Last thing, what is the difference between a good and a bad? The only difference is bad becomes powerful. The villain becomes powerful and hurts somebody in the good section. He will hurt the good person's family member or good person's moral, the good person's confidence. He will hurt, she will hurt. The bad person can do only that much. But the bad person doesn't have the stamina or the courage to become good. Because for that, it has to bow down. All those people who are high-headed, I have ego, I know everything and I know everything. I've been through such phases in life and I know everything. Doesn't matter. The people who can respect other people's life, the people who can smile to each other and live life, because we know everybody is having problem. Everybody is having some imperfection. Nobody is good here. Nobody is the best. Nobody is there who has not made a mistake. Mistakes are the natural function of life. So all these people who are emotional, sensitive, young boys and girls, they have brain, they want to do something, but they are, a little bit suppressed by the cool gang here and there. All those people should come. Initially, I want all those people to come together and listen to me. Now, what's in it for you? The last point, what's in it for you? Every customer, every business, every product tells you what's in it for you. आपको इससे क्या फायदा होगा? सर्फ एक्सेल खरीदेंगे तो कपड़ा साफ होगा. कोलगेट खरीदेंगे तो दांत साफ होगा. आपको इन वीडियोस से क्या होगा? माय जॉब एज अ कम्युनिकेटर विल बी थॉट डेवलपमेंट. People develop machines, people develop movies, people develop cars, people develop this and that. All these people, I develop their thoughts. I want to develop their thoughts. From this brain, you will create a supercomputer. From this brain, you will create a space mission. From this brain, you will create a movie. But I want to create the thoughts for this brain in the young boys and girls, my friends, because I have been such a child. I have been such a youth who has noticed the world with a lot of emotion, sensitivity, got lost many times, but finally came down with meditation, with all love from the family members, accepting that yes, people are loving me here and there, and I have some duty to the people. I feel that all these people should create a network. We should be strong. A person in Kerala should know a person in Bihar and should know a person in Gujarat and Delhi and Mumbai. All of us together should stand for India. Whether you create poems, whether you create machines or drones, doesn't matter. The common mindset or the global consciousness should develop. So I provide to you thought development. In these series, in these episodes, the biggest thing that you are going to do is thought development. So listen calmly, you can put down, you don't watch these videos, just put an earphone and keep listening to my thoughts. When the thoughts, the information goes in your brain, it's gonna rewire your brain. You got to unlearn a few things, relearn a few things, and then you create your own things. I will not tell you what to do, I will not tell you to do this and do that, you can't tell me, but we can together discuss things, you know. So thank you so much. I'm blessed that you all have been listening to me. I hope the video is useful. Please write down in the comments whichever problem you have, whichever line you liked, and whichever things you want to change about these videos, or whether if you have liked it, whether you think that yes, these videos can help you. Please let me know in the video, in the comment section, so that I get a little bit motivated that yes, I'm doing something good. You know, people are relating with me. So thank you so much. My name is Ashutosh Kapoor. You can call me Atom, and see you in the next episode.